I just have a quick message for someone. The narcissist secretly envies you. The narcissist is secretly envious of you. Now, just imagine that alone. What kind of relationship is that? That type of relationship has no potential at all. I mean, that type of relationship has zero potential because you can't be with someone who is secretly envying everything that you do, everything that you are. They're jealous of your every move, or they're constantly in competition with you. And you find, you never think that this would be the case. And then, you go on about your day or your business in the relationship, and then every time you look up, you find that this individual is secretly in competition with you. And in reality, they're in competition with themselves because you're not competing with them. You're doing your own thing. You're just being you. You're just being your amazing, incredible, divine, chosen self that you are. Meanwhile, this person is trying to do everything that you do better than you. They feel like they have a point to prove. Secretly, they feel like you're better than them. They feel inferior to you, so they want to try and make you feel inferior to them. They want to feel superior to you, so they try to beat you down. They try to use you as their verbal punching bag. They want to tear you down with their words or accusations or the gaslighting and all the confusion and the manipulation that they try to um bring into your life. That, I mean, from the outside looking in, you would think, what is this? How would a person ever even entertain the thought or the idea of being with someone who is always in competition with them, or who is envious of them, or who is jealous of them? And if you were inside of this situation, you would never think that this person is envious or jealous of you, because of course the gaslighting and the love bombing. They love bomb you so hard in the beginning, you would never stop to look at it that way, because that individual makes it seem like you're the most important person in the world, like you are just this amazing person. But what it is they will, in a sense, they will idolize you and worship you in the beginning. And that is all to groom you to do the same thing to them. So at the beginning, the narcissist will make you feel like you're just the most incredible person that they've ever met, the most incredible person in the world. They love this about you. They love that about you. They worship the ground that you walk on. Literally, they'll pull out all the stops for you. They'll go above and beyond. They'll go the extra mile. But as soon as they know that they've got you, as soon as it's clear that, they've got that emotional attachment with you, or that you are now investing in the relationship yourself, now it's like, they think, oh, well, now it's my turn. So now I want you to worship me. I love bombed you. I put up this facade. I put on this show to make it seem like, I'm going to be your knight in shining armor or your dream girl. And I'm going to give you everything that you want at the beginning, all in preparation to get you to worship them, for you to worship the ground that they walk on, for you to serve them, for you to pour and pour and pour into them. And the moment you start to do that, that's when they draw back. That's when they withhold all of the love, affection, attention. They don't give any of that to you anymore. Then all of a sudden they turn cold. Then all of a sudden they start the devaluation stage. They want to make you feel small. They want to feel as if they're just this grandiose, great, amazing individual. They want you to idolize them. And if you don't know, you don't know. So many times in being involved with a narcissist, you find yourself idolizing that individual, even not realizing that you are. All of a sudden they're able to trigger an emotional response from you and doing certain things by withholding love from you, withholding attention from you, withholding affection from you, after pouring it all on you so thick and so heavy at the beginning with the love bombing. So if you don't know what's going on, they're conditioning you. They're conditioning you to be exactly what they want. They want to have that control over you. They want to be able to control your moves. They want to become your God. They want you to worship them. They want you to idolize them. They want you to put them up on a pedestal. And as you put them up on a pedestal, they continue to step on you and walk on your heart and continue to lie to you, to cheat on you, to manipulate you, to use you. It's all a part of the narcissist strategy. You know, you'll slowly but surely find them doing and saying things, and they'll try and say it in a way to where you don't catch on, but you can't help but catch on. You know, they'll say little things like, "Oh, look, I did this. I bet you can't do that. I bet you can't do it like this. I bet you can't do it like that." You know, and just say certain little things, or um you know, they just want to be boastful about and arrogant about every single thing that they do. And they want you to feel unworthy. They want you to feel less than. They want you to feel like you're worthless in a sense. They want you to feel that they're just this grandiose, amazing, incredible individual, and you're unworthy of them. They want you to feel like they're the prize rather than yourself. When in the reality of the reality and the fact of the matter is it's the other way around. But they don't want you to know that. So if you don't know your worth and your value, you're the perfect target for the narcissist, because then in their mind, in their eyes, they can groom you into, and they can condition your mind and groom you into believing you are who they say that you are. And they love to make you question your reality. I mean, you know, many of you are going to testify in the comments of, you know, you interacting with the narcissist or being involved in a narcissistic situation, and you know, they'll mumble things under their breath, and you clearly hear what they're saying, but then you know they're mumbling it. They say it so low as if they're whispering it, and then you say, "What did you say?" "Oh, nothing, nothing." They want you to feel like you tripping, or like you're crazy, or like you're hearing stuff, or like you know, it's just a figment of your imagination and they didn't do any of these things, you know, this, that, and the third. They love to make you question your reality. You can literally catch a narcissist cheating red-handed. You can catch them stealing red-handed, and they will look you in your eyes and tell you that didn't just happen. You tripping, and get mad about it. On top of that, they try their best to make you question your reality. That is when the gaslighting is at its best. You can catch them saying this and be like, and you can catch them doing these things and say, "You know what? So you know what? It's over because you're cheating, or you just straight up lied to me. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about. You tripping. Yeah, you tripping. I don't know." And then all of a sudden they want to be ice cold and they want to give you the cold shoulder. And in doing so and withdrawing everything from you, withdrawing that attention, that affection, the communication, all of that from you, they keep all that from you to keep you coming after them. It's like a cat and mouse game. They want you to chase them. They want you to chase and chase and chase and text them and be like, "You know what? Hey, so what, can we finish that conversation?" You know, or they'll just ignore you or ghost you for hours or days, or maybe even a week or so. And then all of a sudden, when they come back around, they don't mention anything that happened. They don't mention anything that they did. They don't mention or acknowledge anything that they did. They don't acknowledge their wrongdoing. They don't even, you know, they won't admit to doing wrong. Instead, they'll come back around and pretend as if nothing ever happened. They will come back around and try and get that attention and that affection from you. They will come back in. They may try and love bomb you all over again just to try to get you back where they want you, and to sidetrack you and get your mind and your focus off of the matter at hand, which is what they did to you know, the offense that they committed, that thing that they did to hurt you, or you know, that mistake that they made, or the fact that they just got caught with someone else, or the fact that they just got caught up in a lie. So they go and use this time that they give you the cold shoulder, and they disappear, and they use this time to go either recruit or scout other supply, or to go and do their thing. Meanwhile, to serve as a distraction, hoping that you'll get distracted during all of this and their disappearance, to where you'll be so busy concerned with whether or not they're coming back, to where you won't focus on what they did. So when they come back, you'll be so busy focused on them returning that you won't think twice about the things that they did, and you'll just brush it under the rug. That's the whole purpose of them doing that. The narcissist is secretly envious of you. They're envious of you because they can't be like you. They're envious of you because they have the inability to truly love the way that you love. They have the inability to truly heal because they don't want to. They're too busy enjoying living according to their fleshly desires, feeding these lusts of their flesh at every turn, that they can't sit down and heal. But you can. Look at you. No matter what they've done to you, no matter what has happened in your life, look at you. Look at you standing tall. Look at you standing strong, and you continue to rise up, and you continue to thrive, and you continue to flourish. And they hate this about you. Maybe you're very ambitious. Maybe you're very driven. Maybe you're very wise. No one could pull the wool over your eyes. Maybe, to a certain degree, maybe you fell for a few things with the narcissist, but at the end of the day, once you see, you can't unsee what you're seeing. And after that, it's game over. You're not falling for that anymore. And see, you're not going to take any mess from no one. You know who you are. And the narcissist does not. The narcissist, sad enough to say, they're an empty shell of a person. They have no identity. They struggle with their identity. They don't know who they are because they spend so much of their life blending in like a chameleon to whatever situation and environment they're in. So any supply that they're with, and they do have many, any supply that they're with, they blend in, they morph into this individual, which mirrors that supply. So they're always pretending to be someone else. That is why many times you don't realize that a narcissist is a narcissist when you're in this relationship with them until later on. Because you can only keep up a facade for so long. They can only keep up that facade for so long. How long do you think you can really keep on a mask and pretend to be someone that you're not? It's only a matter of time before that mask slips and your true identity is being revealed. And at that time, that's when it's time for the discard. So I just pray this quick message blesses someone and encourages someone. I love you all. God loves you all. God bless you all. Talk to you soon. Till next time.